Hello.
Good morning,
How you
everyone. You know, we had this little glasses cleaner on a Thursday Things. Not too terribly long ago. You know, on Thursdays, we show like some of our favorite things. And someone told us about this. And I'm going to tell you guys, we were in the car the other day. David, of course, had it in his pocket. And he said, I'm telling you what. This is like the best invention I have ever seen. I absolutely love this thing. I don't even know what I would do if I didn't have it. But we only have one.
know.
So do you just carry it around in your pocket everywhere you go now? Because we only have one and he always has it. So
No, I wouldn't say, I don't really carry it around in my pocket. I keep it on my desk or I'll put it in the car. It's a touch big for
your pocket.
For your pocket.
But it is a handy dandy.
If you have glasses, Peeps, the cleaner, very, very nice. That's a freebie. It's not even Thursday.
It's not even Thursday. And look at us throwing out stuff to you. Well, hi everybody. Happy Wednesday. Today is the day that the Astros bring it back. It's the day I woke up and I was like, you know what? Not only is this the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it, but this is the day that Dusty has made. That Dusty has made. And we will play and we will bring it back. I know. So, good morning, everybody. Hey, here's a question for you guys. What's a good little icebreaker question? Just to get them talking, just to get them going.
Chit-chatting.
Just to get them rolling up on us. Rolling up. Just to get them rolling up. What? What's a good one?
Oh, I thought you were kind of prepping your.
No, I was prepping myself for just it was a personal prep time. What's a good question for them?
I say a good question is favorite season. Oh,
Go ahead.
I was going to say favorite season. We're getting a little cooler here.
Yep.
It's nice. It's fall. So, are you a fall person? Are you a spring person?
I think this tells a lot about a person, to be perfectly honest with you. By the way, Kelly Monty is here this morning, and she's an avid watcher. And she said she's watching us live from Athens, Greece.
What?
You know what? I'd like to stick her face in some grease, is what I'd like to do. That's exactly right. I hope she's actually watching it live from Athens, Texas. That would serve her right. No offense to anyone actually watching in Athens, Texas. Okay? But don't get on here and brag. Don't get on here and brag. Nobody wants to see that. Okay, we have some fall, summer. I think people who prefer summer, something's wrong with them. I'm just going to go ahead and lay that out there for you. If you prefer summer out of the 4 seasons, something is wrong with you. Fall. Spring, summer. Fall, summer, fall. I'm usually fall, but this year I just wanted summer to stay. That tells me a lot. That's like, I just wanted the bodies to be buried under my basement. That's exactly what that person is saying. Summer, then fall. Summer, pull y'all, no! Y'all are wrong. You can say it's your favorite, but you're wrong. It's horrible. It's so hot. It is terrible.
It is pretty hot. I do have to say, man, it's tough. I think I've always been a little more of a spring, but I think I'm getting more of a fall.
Oh, I would say fall because everything starts to change colors.
Yeah, so I think I'm
it's an expectancy of what's to come that you get on Christmas.
But that being said, if summer could maybe max out at 90 degrees instead of 110, I might say summer, just because the pool and that's when you tend to take more trips and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But yeah.
Some of you are really leaning towards the dramatic when you say, I'm about to have a seizure because it is glitching so bad. Let me tell you something. I don't want you to have a seizure. I don't. Absolutely not. And if I was there, I'd be there with a popsicle tongue depressor. For sure I would, and I would use it on you. But there are actually people having a seizure probably right now because they are in a house with a cat and they didn't know it. Or they ate peanut butter. So don't say that you're going to have a seizure because it's glitching. I mean, in all fairness, your life's pretty good. If you're watching a show for free in the morning that, don't make a lick of sense, And the worst thing is in your life is that it's glitching. Then you can say that, but I don't feel like you should say that otherwise.
I have tracked down everything, and the only thing left is a little tiny adapter that may have some kind of a short in it.
I'm just saying,
and there may be I can't remember if it's today or tomorrow it will be in. So
somebody's sitting in a Logan's Roadhouse right now, and they didn't know that you could throw your peanuts on the floor, and they're actually having a seizure. So I'm just saying, perspective. But now David's gonna get up and fix. Oh, he's gonna work on it. He's gonna work on it right now. Everybody, prepare yourselves. In 3, 2, you done? Okay. Okay. You guys. What are y'all saying this morning? I hate being, y'all are still talking about the seasons. Y'all are really talking about the seasons. Mel would die with northern winters and crave summer and vitamin D like we do. I'm sure summer in Texas is awful, but summer here is magical. Where do you live, Disney? Where do you live? The Wood family is also the person who just wrote, we have fireflies, and that makes summer magical. So apparently the Wood family is the family on, what's that movie where Amy Adams wakes up and then she sings Enchanted, where she sings like to the animals. So she lives in like downtown grubby New York, but she sings to the animals and everything is magical. That's the Wood family. And I'm gonna go move in with them. Let's see if your summer's magical after that happens. Okay, let's go. Let's see. It's kind of like watching one of those ghost hunter shows where they, exactly. Perhaps we have a ghost that lives in this house. Did y'all ever think about that? That maybe this is someone visiting us from beyond? Who would that be, actually?
We're trying to have a special guest.
This house wasn't built on a pet cemetery, and the only people that have ever lived here are my parents and me and you. Who might be in this, what was once formerly a garage, but is now an office? Who would be here haunting us? I mean, maybe my pawpaw, but I think the only reason my pawpaw would ever haunt anybody is if he found that they were putting real clothes on their animals. That's the only thing that would really make him mad.
What about the cat that your dad buried?
That wasn't actually the family cat.
Wasn't actually the family cat.
That is true. That is true. He buried what he thought was our family cat. And he had to do it in the middle of summer. Wood family. It wasn't very magical because the ground was so dry from a drought. Wood family. And my dad had to dig a hole, and he almost had a heart attack. And then he dug a hole, and then they had a funeral, and Mallory spoke at it. And when they went to go walk in the house, the actual family cat was sitting by the back door waiting to get in. So he had buried a neighbor's cat. And Mallory had read a poem about it. None of that matters this morning. None of that matters. It's not even on our list of things.
Sure.
It's not even on our list of things. What are you doing with your phone? We bothering you?
No, I just, I might as well face it.
What?
I'm addicted to love. I've tried to deal with it myself.
What are you talking about?
I need professional help, but I might as well face it. I'm addicted to love.
Keep singing it. Keep singing it.
No, because I don't want this to get tagged.
David! But I was going to do what the girls do, and they go. Okay?
You,
don't touch this. Let me explain.
Is there a treatment in there?
No, there's not a treatment in there. There should be. Let me explain. Today at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, your girl is doing a launch live on my Facebook page. And I have to have my hair partially wet. So I need to wash it, but I didn't want to wash it before the show this morning. Then it wouldn't be partially wet, right? So I'm doing it now. So I'm just like greased it back like Kelly Monty, who's in a grease. She's about as much in grease as this is in my hair. And so that I can wash it after this live and be ready for my 1 o'clock live. Because I'm using a new tool today, which, by the way, is a very cool tool. And I showed it to my girlfriend, Ashley, and Ashley goes, why haven't people thought of this before now? Like, this is so simple. Why haven't people thought of this before now? So it's going to be a really good live, but I had to have my hair partially wet, David.
Are you going to share what the tool is, or they got to have
Absolutely
to
not. They can tune in if they're interested.
Where's that going to be? Facebook?
So I realized that this was shocking to a lot of you because I'm a big hair girl, and it's shocking to me to sit like this. It really is, and it goes against everything I believe in as a human and as a woman. I believe your hair should be big, and you should wear it closer to heaven as possible. Okay, but you favor your mom with your hair pulled back. You take that back. You take that back. David, hold me back. Hold me right now. David, reach over and hold me. No, David, with both of your hands. I swear. I don't feel like you do that enough.
Hold you back?
Yes, there are times when I want to lash out, and I think the hold back is funny, and it could be a part of our bit, but you don't ever do it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, I want you to hold me back more.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, not then?
Not then.
Oh, okay.
Look, what are y'all saying? Your mom's a very cool tool. No.
Cool.
No, you're right about that. So my mom, you guys, my mom has asked me if I would drive her to Houston tomorrow for her infusion. Melissa, you think you could get away on Thursday and drive me to Houston for my infusion? Now, some of you know that my mom is got, what's it called, you guys? Psoriatic.
Oh, psoriatic. Yeah.
Psoriatic arthritis, really severely bad. And that is a type of arthritis that you get if you have psoriasis. My mom also has psoriasis. And it'll have certain flare-ups. And she has a really bad flare-up right now, so it's all in her scalp and in her ears. And it's just, bless her heart, it's a miserable, and she just wants to claw it, and it's just terrible. But she's having a really bad breakout right now. When that happens, the arthritis gets bad. Who would know that those two things were somehow combined? But they are, and she has psoriatic arthritis, and she goes to Houston once every, 4 weeks, maybe 4 to 6 weeks.
I think it's 6, yeah.
And has an infusion done. So it's almost like when a patient goes for chemo, she sits in a big room with an IV, and they just put all of this medicine inside of her. And she needs someone to go down there with her because on the way back, it can make her really, really, really drowsy. Imagine taking like a big, huge, giant thing of Benadryl. It's almost kind of like what it is. And I can't imagine that. I'd be out for a week. But so she's asked me to take her tomorrow. What are your feelings on that?
Did one of the first times she go, did she pull over on the side of the road on the way home and fall asleep? Or did she pull in a motel, like checked into a motel, went to sleep, didn't tell anybody? One of those two things happened. You don't remember that?
I think she pulled over on the side of the road. Like she just pulled into a Walmart parking lot
and like she just
laid the seat back and slept for like 4 hours and never called my dad or told him. So he did not know where she was. And you could say, well, he should have done Live 360. You think my parents know what Live 360 is? Do you even think it?
And it was several years ago.
Y'all, which reminds me, how do I put Live 360 on my mom's phone without her knowing? I want to so bad. And it's not just a nosy thing for me, although it is. It's also sometimes she don't know where she is, and it might be helpful if I knew where she was.
To get her home.
Okay, so I want to put Live 360 on both of my parents' phones, but I don't want them to know. How do I do that? Because Live 360 is they have to have the app on their phone. Right? Then they have to
have their location
have their location turned on. And I don't know how to get their phone and get all that done. Because I'm always getting their phone okay, so if this is my phone, if I'm my mom and you're me, okay? And
let me see that.
And she lays it down in the kitchen. Put my phone down right now, Melissa. I'm not going to be a party to whatever it is you're trying to do. Jean, put your phone up. I can tell what kind of mood she's in right now. And it's going to be a mood to exploit us. That's what they do. And so get in her Maps app and have her share her location with you at all times. No, the Woods family. You can't ask her. She'll never do it. She will. It has to be secret. It has
Covert.
to be.
It's gonna be covert.
It's got to be covert. Whatever. Ask her. No. Okay. Annette don't want to be accountable. Okay. If Annette wants to get up and go to Dallas, she gonna get up and go to Dallas. And she don't want nobody to know about it. So no, we can't do that.
See, here's the problem: is even if you could get it done, and then it's working for 6 months, and you were, just seeing her go to the grocery store, and you were seeing her get lost, on the way home, and all that kind of stuff. All of a sudden, it would be off, and it would make you panic. Well, come to find out, she was watching a murder show, and someone tracked a person down with a location
their
on the
location,
phone.
right.
So as she's watching the murder, ain't nobody gonna murder me. How do we do that? And she turned her location off, and you wouldn't even know. But it wouldn't be because turning off for you. It's because of the murderers that she believes are after her.
Well, Suze says turn on her locations in her text messages and then check on Find Friends. There's no need for Life 360. So I didn't know about that.
I neither. So turn on location
In her
in
text
messages.
But that still has to be something that you would do on her phone.
Oh, yeah. At some point, you're going to have to.
So, all that to say, how do you feel about me going to Houston with her tomorrow, taking her tomorrow?
Well, I think Carrie's got a great idea. Carrie said when she's drowsy from the infusion, that sounds like a perfect opportunity.
Exactly. Well, I'm going to take her tomorrow, and we'll still have this, of course, but I'm going to take her tomorrow, and I'm going to try to get her phone away at some point and do it. Y'all, the last time I picked up her phone, she has a code on the front of it, and I picked it up like this, and she said, she went just like this. She was talking to like Melba or somebody, and she went, "There's a code on my phone, and you'll never be able to guess it. Because it's my birthday, and your birthday is the only birthday you know." And you know what?
She got you.
She was not wrong. She was not wrong.
She's wrong.
My mother's code is her birthday. Which, by the way, is October 21st. What is today?
No, not the 21st.
No, my mother's birthday is October 21st.
No, oh, yeah, it is 21st. It is.
So what is today? So it's on Saturday. It's on Saturday.
Yep.
Y'all, do not let me forget that my mother's birthday is on Saturday. Do not let me forget. Okay. Another reason why, and on a more serious note, that I have this hair is because y'all, and I have talked to y'all about this. I've always been open about it. Something is going on with my hormones in the worst way. My face is breaking out. I literally, you can't see it on the golden moment. I don't think, I asked David if you could see it. He said no, we shall see. But right here and here and here and over here, I have peeling. My face is just peeling. It's so dry. It's breaking out. I am so tired all the time. We did not go work out this morning. I said to you at 5:30 this morning, please go without me. I could not get out of bed. I was so tired. And I went to bed at 9:15 last night. 9:15. I was in bed, asleep. I'm sleeping 10 and a half hours at night, and I can't get untired. I can't get rested up. I don't know what is going on with me. My hair's falling out. And y'all are probably going to say, well, what about your hormone doctor? Well, y'all, that is so expensive. It's so expensive. So I haven't seen him. It's probably been about 8 months. I have not seen him. So I've not been on anything for my hormones in 8 months. My hot flashes are bad. And David, I don't know. Our marriage has withstood a lot of things, but can it withstand this? Because I feel like you and I are on the precipice. And I don't need to be overly dramatic like some of our friends who are like, I'm going to have a seizure.
Of the big M.
But we are standing like this, about to walk into this tunnel of hormonal hell. Okay? It is flickering bad, David. Now, it's not right now because you're looking at it, but it really is.
Oh, well, you just keep doing the thing.
It is bad. Do I take biotin? Nope, don't even know what that is. I have had my thyroid checked. Everybody looks at my body type and says, "Oh, you might want to get your thyroid checked." I have. I beg God to let me have a bad thyroid, and I don't. I have a fully functioning one, I think. Oh my goodness, I've got to do something. I've got to do something. I could get off of here having worked for 30 minutes. Go back there, take a 3-hour nap, take another one in the evening, and still go to bed at 9:30. It's crazy. It's crazy right now. So my face is just a wreck. I don't want to look away. I'm hideous, David. Look away. I'm hideous.
I don't know about hideous.
Well, why aren't you looking at me? When someone says look away, you're supposed to look right at them and let them know you love them.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to look away. Hey, speaking of love and more in the physical sense, did you hear the news that Britney's going to have a memoir come out? I know. And did you hear her bombshell already? She's already had a bombshell. You talking about Justin? That's why I said love in the physical sense. Yes. So Britney said her and Justin got pregnant when she was 17, he was 18, and it all but said he made her, have an abortion. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, okay. I have no idea. You and I have not talked about this, but your face is your face. I don't know what you're about to say, but I'm wondering if you're about to say what I'm thinking. Well, and I know we probably got some Britney Spears fans on here. Love her. I think she needs, to maybe seek a little help and guidance. But if 23 hours of the day someone's acting a little out in left field, if they're telling the truth in that 24th hour, it's still kind of hard to believe. David, that is exactly what I was thinking when they were talking about that on the news this morning. They were delivering it as if it were fact. And I just wanted to say, has anybody checked in with Justin? I mean, hey, they're in Hollywood. They were young. She said that he told her, we are far too young to have a kid. There's no possible way we could take care of this child and our careers and yada, yada. And so she had an abortion and it killed her, but he was glad that she had it. Chances are, might be true. But she was also, as of 2 days ago, dancing with knives. That's what's the hard part. So why is nobody raising the question, is this true? Nobody's asking that. Yeah. I'm asking it. But I feel like that's what the Radke Show is. It's where we ask the hard questions. You know what I'm saying? We ask the questions nobody's going to answer because nobody wants to come on here and be interviewed. Because what even is this? But we're asking them still. Well, and they'd have to sit back there. They'd have to sit back in the back by the bookcase. That'd be kind of a whole thing. David's got the air conditioner I don't know what's going on back there. I found it interesting that the lady from People magazine said that, she interviewed Britney for this thing and that the interview was done via email. Mm-hmm. I feel like I've seen her disheveled at home quite a bit. I don't feel like she was so busy that she couldn't at least do a call, if not actually have the lady come over. And how do you know it wasn't a maid? Like this. Miss Britney, I don't feel like I should be doing this. Miss Britney, I don't want to do this. This is you want me to, okay, I will keep on. But, how do we not know that? You know what I'm saying? I just thought that was strange that it was it's not like she's, just, I just don't have time. I'll do it on the plane. Yeah. She got some. Well, some people did have time. They had time to write us in this week. This week is We're Here For You Wednesday, and we do have a couple of questions, and they're both a little bit kind of similar. So I will start with one question. As I'm looking these questions up, do you want to go do that? Do what? Turn that camera off and turn it back on before it turns off. Oh, is it? Okay. Here we go. All right, hold on, y'all. Look. Oh my gosh, y'all. The camera just went out. Yeah, y'all are saying Britney been forced to take some
Brittany been forced to take some psych meds. And maybe that's the truth. All right, our first question. My nephew is deciding on colleges. It's an overwhelming process. What are some main criteria that you have finding the right school? Is Remy feeling overwhelmed with the process? Are you helping your nephew find colleges? Why did my voice just go up like that? Are you helping your nephew find colleges? But is Remy feeling overwhelmed? Oh, no.
And my question is this too, okay? Because I can see twofold. Trying to give an actual example, but I can see we have a friend that actually has gone to his aunt and said, hey, can you help me, and that's great. I think that's good.
I don't, bless her heart.
I hope that's where this question's coming from. I also can see, like, let's say your mom going to Brandon going, let's look for you some college. He didn't really want her help. So that's my first question.
This is probably an overbearing aunt that's like, I'm going to find out what we need to be looking at.
Has he asked for this help, or are you giving it unrequested?
Exactly.
That's the first question. But no, in serious, I think we're still at the very early stages. That's why we're just taking her to look and see. I think that's a big thing. Just let him go visit places, even if he doesn't know that much about them or is excited about it or whatever, just to kind of see what the differences are. I mean, obviously, there's a big difference in state schools versus private schools. There's a difference in very large schools, medium schools, small schools. What part of the country? I mean,
woke schools, not woke schools.
Woke, not woke. And then parts of the country, does he want to stay close to home? Does he want to go off somewhere? So you're looking at those kind of things. I think as you start to think and process those, and then as time gets closer, then they start really narrowing down, okay, what am I going to study? And then what schools kind of rise to the top of that inside these categories. I want a medium school in the Northeast and blah, 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 those kind of things. And so you kind of start piecing it together. And then at the end of the day, it seems like everybody's doing this, he should be applying to probably a minimum of 6, maybe as many as 10, 12, from the really high reach schools to the safety net schools. And then hopefully he'll get accepted by all or a ton of them, and then can look and see the next stage. What is the financial offer? Does this one have, a merit scholarship? Does this have a grant? Is it, those kind of things?
Okay, David, sorry. They didn't mean for you to go into all of that. Here's my criteria. Is it close to me? Can I get to you if you have the flu? Okay. And do they have a good selection of sweatshirts? I like that.
What color are they? And
what
what's
are
their
their
mascot?
colors? And I don't want it to be a woke school. I don't want my daughter brainwashed. That's a biggie for me. And I actually say that, some of you may have a problem with it. I doubt you would, but I don't want my daughter at a woke school. Don't try to brainwash her. Don't try to change my daughter's mind and her viewpoint from how she's been raised and how we believe as a family. Don't try to do that. And I believe that there are a lot of kids that are moving to the South to go to college. I read an entire article about it. They are moving to the South to go to college because they themselves know that they are being brainwashed. They are. Colleges in the North and some colleges on the West Coast, they are being brainwashed. I don't want my daughter one of those.
When you've got, we normally don't go down this path, but when you've got kids at Harvard, which is supposed to be the cream of the crop, trying to defend Hamas, and even the professors are going, hey, hang on one second, come on, we've gone a little bit too far. That being said, I also don't want our kids at a college that is crazy the other way in a cultish and hateful and angry way. I've said this before. I think if we could carve off 10, maybe 15% of the extremes on both sides, all of us in that, 70, 80% in the middle, we'd be just fine together.
Right.
And so I think that is a thing too of going somewhere where you're able to have discussions, you're able to disagree and still have valuable conversations. I wouldn't want the kids at either extreme where there's not those, sharing of thoughts and insights and just being able to communicate. I think that's intelligence when you're able to communicate with someone that doesn't see eye to eye. And
Okay, our second question. It's along the same lines. It says, "My dearest Radkes, last year I invited a sweet family of 4."
How many do we?
My family.
Yeah, we got 4.
We sweet.
Oh no, that's not. That's
To join me for a football game in Mississippi. I tried to make their visit comfortable and enjoyable, even down to the well-done hot dogs. Somebody likes their weenies black.
That's funny.
Who is it that likes their wieners black?
We're not a sweet family, but you do like your hot dogs burned.
I do like my wieners black. I do. I have always liked that. When the daughter wanted to explore campus, I sent them on their way. You know what's funny is I remember, something similar happened. Was that I don't know if she's talking about us. I was not a tour guide, and I felt the mother would rather just hang out. Okay, this is starting to sound a lot like us. So 2 of the 4 set out to explore campus, and I wished them well, and I said, "We'll see you at the game."
Oh, you know what? Remy and I did. We walked around Mississippi State. Yeah.
And I remember eating black wieners and just hanging out. Now they're touring other colleges and having a grand old time with other family members. And she used quotes. Should I feel betrayed? Should I be hurt? I felt I gave the children a lasting memento for their first time. But now I just feel pushed to the side. Should I just be happy for this sweet family that I was their first? Is it too much to ask for a ring of the memento they proudly took home, or am I being selfish? Signed, Forever Maroon and White, Hail State, and Go to Hell, Ole Miss. That is definitely a sign-off.
Now, we're not going to use names. We're not going to use names, but if you're in the family, I think you know her initials at least.
They're ma'am. Her initials are ma'am. Because Mary Ann Myers, so M-A-M, Mary Ann Myers, ma'am, those are her initials. I don't want to use her name, for sure. But if Mary Ann Myers, M for Mary, A for Ann, M for Myers. So, I'd like to speak directly to Miss Myers if I could. We were told that we were being brought there to view a college football game and to see the college and the university that you love so dearly. We didn't know that we were being manipulated into trying to find a home for our daughter. Okay? I didn't know that. I thought I was just there out of the goodness of your heart. I thought when I arrived at the hotel and you had planted some Cokes and some Tate's chocolate chip cookies, it was just because you were friendly. I didn't know that you were gaslighting me to get my daughter to come to your school. And I'm not going to let her go to anybody that uses the word of hell. Hell State and go to Hell Ole Miss. You're just throwing around hell flippantly. Well, hell is real and it's a lake of fire. Okay? So, she wants a ring of her memento. I didn't even know what that meant, a ring of her memento. But then David told me, and if you think for 1 second that the flashing is going to give you a seizure, you have no idea what's coming. Okay? So today we are going to sign off. It's been a great show. We hope you've enjoyed it. We have a golden moment. Don't forget it. But may the last thing that you all hear today is me say this. Hail State! My girlfriend has driven the same car for years. She strictly believes in driving it till the wheels fall off because she hates a car payment. And the other day she got a new car and she was so excited and she texted me and she said, "Can I send you pictures of it?" I was like, "Absolutely, send me pictures." And she did, and it was nice. But I'm not going to get super excited about your car unless it's a food truck I've told her that. That's a golden moment right there, you guys. See you tomorrow.